Unacademy UPSC Articulate YouTube channel. So this is Nisha Nujumudeen, your educated Unacademy, an expert in Indian economy, current affairs and MCQs. So as you all know, we are here with another set of most important daily night editorial analysis, which exclusively deals with the most important current affairs of the day. So in this particular daily night editorial analysis, as you all know, this will be exclusively a batch course for the working professionals and also for students to make sure that they're not missing out on their daily analysis due to their daily course or works in the morning time. So let's have a quick look into the 360 degree of current affairs coverage along with the basic coverage of the concepts as well as the important static part related to the topic of discussion. At the same time, mains answer writing practice will also be done towards the end of the course. And also most importantly, handy notes will be provided to you people as well. Clear? Yes, Pratik, good evening. So yes, how are you all? Perfect. So today being November 9th, we have around 4 to 5 editorial articles which has come up in the newspaper. 2 main articles, and on this side of the editorial page we have chota wala articles. But as usual, we'll be discussing only the most important top priority articles of the day with a proper 360 degree coverage. Clear? And now can you see a link that has been pinned up in the chat box? Yes, good evening, Soham. So now that is the link of my Unacademy profile link. Click on that. It will take you to my Unacademy profile page. You can follow me there for all the updates regarding my plus classes. That is the paid class of Unacademy, the free classes as well, which happens in the app. Clear? So don't forget to miss out. Yes, Soham, today the class is happening at 10:30 because of the fact that I'm in Chennai now, and I hope you would have been seeing the news that there is heavy rains and floods in Chennai, and there was no current at my place as well, and there was no Wi-Fi and all. Just now it came, so no matter if it is late, also I thought I shouldn't miss aaj ki raat ka current affairs analysis. That is why. Thoda sa late, but it is okay now. In spite of the difficulties, I didn't cancel the class. I made a point that I'll take it for you. Hannah, that's more important, right? So go and check the news. What has happened to Chennai? You'll know it. Thank God, at least I'm having some current here now and I'm able to take a class. Anyways, so today if you see my young officers, you have so many interesting articles out there as per the 9th November 2021 current affairs. What are they? One is breaking down the hype around metaverse. So that is found in page number 6 of the Hindu newspaper, guys. And second is based on a vital cog. That too in Bongangan's response to malnutrition. Something based on the nutrition perspective, the health perspective, and related to the economy category of the news, because malnutrition is coming, which is highly connected to hunger, to poverty and other perspectives. Clear? So let's quickly have a look into what these topics are all about. Before that, there is an amazing announcement to you people. So from November 10th, that is tomorrow onwards, there is a huge surprise waiting for all the aspirants of Unacademy. That is none other than the special week prize. What's that? See, normally he used to end up paying 1,58,000 for a 3-year, subscription of Unacademy iconic perspective. Now it is just 1,28,000. Directly the prices have been slashed. So the amazing news for you is from 10th of November to 17th of November for 1 week, exclusively for all the students. There is a special prize week announced by Unacademy. Okay. So in Unacademy, the paid classes, they are called as plus classes. So plus is a normal subscription. Iconic is the premium paid classes. You can see the fee amount. From the previous amount, a slash of 10% extra has happened. From this amount of 46 or 63 or 66 or 97 or whatever, guys, for 1, 2, 3 years, including the general studies plus the optional paper together. Okay, you get an extra discount of 10% using the code Nisha IAS Live. That is, let's say for example, you're going for a 3-year iconic subscription, combo subscription of GS plus optional. You have to pay 1,50,000 before. Now it is only 1,28,000. Okay. Now from this 1,28,000, you minus 10% again. You end up paying only 1,15,000 for just 3 years, including test series, including GS and optional together. including your mentoring program, the study material, the premium perspective, everything, sub coach. So the top educators will be, taking the class as well. It is not necessary that you should go for the 3-year subscription as a whole, the iconic. You can go for the 2-year, 1-year, or the other, normal plus or pay subscription also. The fees are given here. From the fees, what is shown to you guys, again extra 10% you minus. For that, Nisha IAS Life Code will help you. That is my referral code, where you will come under the personal mentoring program of me as well. Not just the fee amount discount, but also under the personal mentoring batch of learners. Clear? So this is a new announcement I have for you people. I hope it is crystal clear for you. Any doubts, any queries, feel free to get in touch with me via various platforms like Telegram, Instagram, Unacademy platform. Just go to Google and type my name, Nisha Nujumudeen. If you want Instagram, put Nisha Nujumudeen Instagram. If you want Telegram, put Nisha Nujumudeen Telegram. My Telegram will come. The official channel where only and only Unacademy classes are links are promoted. The plus, the free, and the YouTube of Unacademy links. Clear? The name is Nisha Nujumudeen for UPSC is the Telegram channel name. Is it very clear, all of you? Yes, Soham, there is a plus class coming exclusively comprehensive course by, I told you, right? December, we are planning for a comprehensive course launch. So do not worry. So this was the announcement I had for you people. Everything else is what you know. And from tomorrow onwards, every Wednesday, new batches starts in Hindi, English, and bilingual language. You can just go through, guys, for 2022, for 2023 and all. So if you're taking a subscription, I will just DM me. I will let you know how to do it. Okay. Don't go with the previous stuffs where you'll miss out on few things. Just DM after the class. I'll help you out in taking, because you're already an existing plus student. That is why. So yes, very clear, all of you. And now there is something interesting out here. There is a free test series for UPSC examination, guys. It's called as Abhiyan, daily static quiz from all the subjects. Static portion, 15 MCQs, 15 minutes. Hindi and English you have. Then T20, like your T20 cricket and IPL, you have T20 daily current affairs test series for the month of November. Every day, 50 minutes, 50 questions. Both Hindi and English is available. And Unacademy Compact every Sunday at 11 a.m. you have. If you want to be a part of this free test series, also same thing. Nisha IAS Live. What you do is download the Unacademy app from the Play Store. Click, put your name, registered mobile number, and email ID get verified. Click on the respective link. These links I'll be sharing it very soon. You put the code Nisha IAS Live and take this quiz in your phone. Simple. No money, nothing. And if you get a chance to win in the Unacademy Compact, you can even get scholarships from the fee amount. And then the remaining amount only you need to pay your fees. For that also, you can use the code Nisha IAS Live. If you can't pay the full fees, nothing to worry. You can go for Unacademy loan as well. Okay, without interest and EMI. You just need to fill a form. If you want a loan, just contact me. You can fill a form and you can, if your CIBIL score, if your parents and you is fine, then it will be approved very fast. For that also, Nisha IAS Life Code can be used. I think monthly only 4,000 to 5,000, 4,000 I think, 3 to 4,000 only you need to pay now for 3-year subscription and all. It's not a big deal, I think. You can really go for this. Clear? All those who have the financial difficulties, I mean. Clear? Perfect. So this is my profile. The link of that is pinned in the chat box of the live chat of this class. You can just go through. So this week's announcement I have done. So I hope that all of you will be going through that. And tomorrow being Wednesday, there will be a carnival of free special classes for the newcomers and also for the old students. So don't miss it. So yes, all ready to crack UPSC CSE with me, my young officers. You should be. So here we go. The very first topic today is from the category Science and Tech. Okay. From Science and Tech, there is a topic called as breaking down the hype around metaverse. So now what happens is it is a very, very interesting topic to study, I should tell you. Why? Because recently the CEO of Facebook, who is CEO of Facebook, guys? We all know Mark Zuckerberg, right? What did this man do is he made an announcement that he's changing his company's name to Meta Platforms Inc. All what you do right now is you can just minimize your tab, go to Facebook or Instagram, just open in your phone. Previously, it used to show something else. Now it will be showing as Meta. Towards the down of your Facebook or Instagram, when you open that app, it will be shown as Meta with a symbol like this. Have you noticed? It should be like that for you when you're opening it. That is a symbol like this will come, and down it will be written as meta or meta, whatever it is. Yeah, based on that particular perspective, we're going to study this. So now, and recently, because of that, the famous actor Kamal Haasan of South India, he's very famous across India and even Hollywood. He's called as Ulaga Nayakan because he's so brilliant in acting. From the age 4, he started acting in the Indian movies, and he has even won national award since the age 4, I can tell you. The Padma Shri, the Padma Bhushan, all these awards have been backed by this actor. He's also into political party. He has a political party as well. So this person, recently what happened is like, actor Kamal Haasan, he announced that his fans would be able to get up close with the actor with the help of Metaverse. This Meta platform science is Metaverse. So Facebook, CEO Mark Zuckerberg has said that, okay, he's changing the name of his company to what? Meta Platforms Inc. Clear? Is it clear for all of you? Yes, Navneet, you seem big Kamal Haasan fan. I am not a big Kamal Haasan fan and all. I like the actor, respect him very much. His daughter Akshara Hassan, second daughter, I am quite close to her. So I respect him for being a nice gentleman, doing good movies and all. That's the whole thing. Okay. Anyways. See, when somebody is good, you should say they are good. It doesn't mean that you got to be a fan of them. Yeah, that person has done a lot of other things. He's also a philanthropist. Okay, this man, apart from being an actor, he's a philanthropist. So why don't you, encourage him? Yes, Pratosh. Good evening. Hi, Achintya. Achintya, this class is 8:30, but today due to some, I told you in the class now, we have to start late. Anyways, back to class. So now in this particular context, we're going to, discuss this article. Clear? Very interesting, now. So this is the article. Sorry guys, by mistake this picture is given. So this is the article all about. So now what is metaverse? So you will be thinking what is this metaverse all about, right? Am I audible to you? Yes? Perfect. Yes, Pratik, I'll tell you what is metaverse. Don't worry. So metaverse, it will go into your brains, I know. That is why I told you that apart from being just a current affairs or let's say editorial analysis, I'll also be taking you into the, static or the concept perspective for a better understanding. So let's have a quick look into what is metaverse all about because we're dealing with that particular topic. Because the name of the company of Mark Zuckerberg has been changed to Meta Platforms. That is why. So now metaverse is basically, it refers to a collection of interconnected 3D virtual world. And that is enabled by all the advances in technology, I can tell you. For example, AR, augmented reality, VR, virtual reality, AI, the ultra modern technology that is artificial intelligence and also blockchains. So supported by the so-called ultra modern technology, only the so-called term metaverse is put forward. It's a collection of all the interrelated or let's say connected 3D virtual world. Clear? And now this is a very, very good initiative, I can tell you, because this metaverse, which is a new, invention in the field of technology, it is said that it will be fully open and inclusive arena for self-expression, exploration, and most importantly, empowerment. So three different domains the so-called metaverse can explore. And they even say that, see, now we are in the so-called internet world. You mean nobody can survive without internet today. You'll even be without eating one-time meal, but you cannot even be without triggering your phone. Even the class what you're watching, it is because of what? Internet. We are too much dependent and addicted to the so-called internet of today's world, right? So now this metaverse or technology, it is said that they claim to be the post-internet world, a kind of decentralized one, live and a continuous communicating platform without any sort of disruptions. You remember recently your WhatsApp, your Facebook, your Instagram, everything was hacked for a while. After that, really, this decision was taken by the CEO of Facebook, Mr. Mark Zuckerberg, that he is planning to change the name of his company to Meta Platforms. Clear? And this technology called as Metaverse was brought in. Clear this? Did you understand what is Metaverse? Now, who brought this idea, guys? This is not a new thing. People will think that, okay, metaverse is a new idea. No. Since 1992, if you see the term metaverse, originally it appeared in Neil Stephenson's futuristic science fiction. There was a novel written by this person called as Neil Stephenson, okay? And this novel was a fiction based on how the future would be. Like Priyanka Chopra's movie is there not 2050 movie. The future. Something like that. This novel, science fiction novel called as Snow Crash, which was published in the year 1992, the concept called metaverse was put forward. And also, if you see in the year 2011, another a person called as Ernest Klein, his work also, the term called metaverse is mentioned. Take care. And later, this so-called concept of metaverse also adopted into a film in the year 2018. Clear? So this is how the term metaverse originated. And today in the year 2021, the Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg has actually adopted this, I can tell you. Clear? Because these are all the advanced technology as such. Now, the next question what you will have in your brain is, how would this metaverse space work? Now, you all know that the so-called high-tech technology systems, be it cloud computing, one second. Yeah, be it cloud, computing, be it big data, be it the advanced AI, that is artificial intelligence system, your augmented reality, your virtual reality, your blockchains, etc., etc., etc. All these bada wala advanced technologies, what they will do is they'll start combining them. They will be all be combined in the so-called metaverse. So metaverse is one-stop solution. Like for example, GST is what? A collection of all the indirect taxes under one single umbrella. Similarly, all these advanced technologies, what happen is like they'll be combined in the so-called metaverse. So metaverse is a new advancement or a one-stop solution, I can tell you. Clear? But now if you see a hypothetical metaverse, what happens is that what they will do is it will start running on web version 3. For that, you have to use all the high technologies like blockchains and tokens, because if you want decentralized internet for online interaction, online payment, then this has to be done. That is why they say that a hypothetical or imaginary metaverse function in such a way, because the factor called decentralization is important. Now, connect this particular current affairs with the economy perspective. What is Niti Aayog? The independent think tank of Government of India. Why it was introduced by the government? They were replacing the planning commission because planning commission was a centralized approach, one man control as such. Center will give orders, states have to follow. Many times loopholes was there, things were not working properly in spite of good plans and policies and other perspectives, right? So Niti Aayog is a kind of decentralized one where we're touching into the roots from the grassroots level, I can tell you. Similarly, in the technological advancement era, metaverse is something which will have a decentralized internet, I can tell you. And you can use all these technologies combined together under one single platform to work it more efficiently, and more accessibility will also be there. Clear? And because of this, a lot of organizations, they said the advantage of this metaverse is too good. Let's go for something. And they advocated for an open metaverse. Clear? So they are saying that this metaverse now, it will aspire to take the human interaction to the very next level of commodification, where every single activity, what all has been done, is logged and monitored perfectly for the purpose of earning a profit. At the same time, you'll be able to have a proper structurized data gathering. Clear? Is it very clear for all of you? So this is quite simple and easy for you to understand as well, I feel. Yes, Vineet, what is it? Oculus is coming. Yes, it is. Smart. Now, the next important point is, see, the news will tell you regarding the Facebook CEOs coming with metaverse, that, this, etc. But you should know how really metaverse is working. We saw the origin, we saw how does metaverse space work, and now we should know the advantage of this, don't you think? So, all the potential. So, bringing the metaverse space, there should be a reason why the CEO of Facebook is adopting to this, and why even the fans of Kamal Haasan was saying that it was even beneficial for him to connect more. He was saying, he passed the comment. Why? There should be some potentiality, right? Point number one, interoperability. That is, this particular metaverse now, it has the capacity, or they're promising to have a capacity, I can tell you, to smoothly move data between the virtual world. So automatically, a huge possibility of social and economic perspectives coming there. Next is creator economy. Now, what is NFT? Non-fungible token. So with the power of the NFTs, what happens is that all these will come under metaverse now. Now, this metaverse, since it is a kind of it's for decentralizing the internet online, you will be able to create will bring the create economy to life. Today we go for digitalization, digital transactions, सब कुछ online. So the digital assets or the online assets like virtual products, the artwork, memorabilia, etc., you will be able to do it with much of ease. You'll be able to function them in a smooth manner. Next is social security. I repeat, social security. Come on, this is something which is very, very important. You can even compare the encryption code of WhatsApp. The reason why people can't hack your WhatsApp is because of this. If you see Instagram and Facebook, people can hack it faster because encryption code is not there. But in WhatsApp, nobody can hack it unless and until you do kallataram of peeping up into somebody else's phone when the person is giving the phone for you to take a video or stuff. What happened recently was, in my phone also, I gave it to one particular girl. Okay, I won't say who's the girl. To take a video in one program. This girl was nicely peeping into my phone, taking the contacts and seeing what I'm talking to others, what I'm doing to others and all. And this particular girl happens to be my student also. Very comical thing. And what happened was like, the person that I will not know. But I being extra super in managing the stuff, I was a kind of person who's, I mean, I don't have much of stuffs in my phone, but still my personal messages, my conversations, whatever it is. Why would somebody peep into it in an unethical way? There was a hidden screen recording in my phone. Whoever does it, it will be recorded. So it appeared in my gallery and I was watching it. I was just wondering, somebody who is educated, who is well expertise is doing such cheap acts. So people like that is doing means you just expect the ones who are illiterate. You can't blame them. I'm telling you all this. No, Achintya, this is something which has a reality which happened. Very recently it happened in the last week of October, I can tell you. I went for a program. Oh my goodness. And this I found out. And I was really, shocked. Anyways, but I left it like that because see, sometimes people without brains have to be forgiven because they're good for nothing. We have to consider them like that because when they try to do that, it shows their insecurity, it shows their fear of their growth, and they're not good for anything. That is the reason they keep doing all these things of others. Whoever does that to you, be very careful. Make sure that you maintain your privacy. Even if you're giving your phone to somebody for any purpose, be very careful with the people. And there are so many apps in the Play Store where hidden screen recording can take place. If somebody takes your phone now, through that it will not be shown the screen has been recorded. Whatever activity you do, you can do it. It can be recorded. So that is a advantage. Yes, Soham, someone also does this with their phone. Yeah, it's not with the phone. This is surprise to me that that too with a person's face tag, they try to do all this stuff now. So I was surprised that this particular girl was trying to peep up on the messages of what the other students are sending me. You understand? That was such a horrible and terrible thing. I was thinking, why the hell did I even give my phone to take a video? We are not knowing that they will do all these activity. We think they're educated, they are, kind of cultured people. We never know that they are uncultured like this, right? That is the reason. Anyways, that's not a big deal. I've left it all the way. Anyways, back to class. Yes, Navani, she was my student. Even many people know that also. Hey, that is okay. That happens. That shows the illogicality of these people. So we have to just forget and go on in life. These are not stuffs to encourage. My student in the sense I have taught, but the qualities what I try to inculcate has not come in. That is proving that mentoring has failed in that person. Not everybody can have it. Anyways, back to class. So these are the potentials of what the metaverse space. Clear? Now, the next important is virtual economies. Now, the customization of all these platforms like metaverse, guys, what happens is like, it is giving a pathway for the growth of virtual economy. Now, somebody in the class, yes, Vinith, what is it? Similarly, my friend Kiran can hack WhatsApp. Oh, really, Vinith? Come on. That is a great news to me. So, I hope it is that Kiran. Is it the same Kiran whom we know or somebody else? If it is the same Kiran, please introduce me. Let me see how WhatsApp is to be hacked. I was just kidding. Anyways, back to class. So, now regarding cryptocurrencies, if you see, that is also the another facet of the virtual relay that has come to the fruition, right? So even for that, this metaverse can be potential, I can tell you. Blockchain technologies, all these are coming under the metaverse now. So cryptocurrency is a part of that. In cryptocurrency, a notable one is Bitcoin, the most popular one. And as far as Facebook is concerned, even they have a cryptocurrency called as what? Libra. You got the point? Is it clear? Now, and now this is another interesting thing. The virtual reality, VR. The VR taste to task, which means using this metaverse, the potential is that there'll be immersive social virtual shopping experience. You do your Amazon, your Flipkart, that, this, etc. Fatafat like that, right? And next, your virtual classrooms. What are we having now? How am I taking classes? Through Unacademy YouTube channel. It's an online virtual stuff. And in the Unacademy app, I even take class for you. How is it happening? All online technology. So now through these metaverse, all these will be inculcated, understand. So all these will have the potential to advance significantly with the development of the so-called metaverse space. So now don't you think so? Metaverse space has to be, embraced? Yes, it has to be. There is no such negative as such that we have to put it out like that. Clear? Now, though you have so many potentials with regard to the metaverse space also, see every coin has a light and a darker side. Light and a darker side. So does the concept called as metaverse also. There are few challenges or issues as well. We have to work on the challenges and issues and try to find a way forward. So we'll be able to manage it properly, I can tell you. So what are the challenges, guys? Monopoly concerns. Yeah, that is very important. Monopoly is what single man control. Now the competitors. Okay. I can tell you, yes, Navani, they have a monopoly. That is what I'm trying to tell you here. Under the challenges associated with metaverse, monopoly is a factor to be considered. Single man control. So the competitors, what happens is like they are likely to pop up with their own versions of technology. So automatically the metaverse will become closed. So as for the observations in a couple of the slides before, I told you that people were advocating a fully and open metaverse. But because of less number of people and the competitors are giving their own version of technology, it will become closed. The version of metaverse will become closed. So now this monopoly is in a revolutionized concept. What will happen? Now it will be very big concern for the competition regulators. People will start using hook and crook to get their technology promoted. So that is not a nice thing. Now, next is artificial scarcity. That is, they'll do kallatrams. Pure kallatram they'll do. That actually is a challenge associated with the metaverse, I can tell you. In the online or the virtual world, scarcity is actually designed and well planned, I can say. So in that case, what happened? It will open a new venue for capitalist expansion. Again, monopoly is coming. You got the point. So artificial scarcity is another important thing that has been, portrayed as a challenge associated or the issue associated with the so-called metaverse space. Clear? Next, oh my goodness, mental wala health issues, not the other wala pagal issues, guys, but something, related to that, where the mental health issues in the context at sea. Though the metaverse platforms are good, one of the challenges is that sometimes these platforms will be the next way to flaunt your glittering social media accounts. It's true, guys. That is, you are actually hiding or masking who the person really is behind the scene, who's really doing it. The hacking and all the perspective now. So due to which what happens, narcissism, mental health concerns, insecurities, all these things will continue to thrive. The activities called as phishing, the activities called as cyber hacking, cyber crime, all these things will be on the rise. So that is another point to be considered. And next is privacy and security concerns. So normally metaverse is supposed to have a huge privacy and security perspective. But under the challenge of the metaverse space, this point is coming. Why? Because of the fact that, have you heard about data breaching of data? It happened to Unacademy also last year. Kallatrams. So the rampant health and biometric data collection automatically lead to significant data breaches and theft. So that becomes a security concern. Apart from that, they're all well planned, highly encrypted. All these things are there. But sometimes when data breaching happens, come on, that becomes a huge challenge which is associated with metaverse, I can tell you. And also the cost is too much. If you're giving advanced technology, of course, cost will be increased only. Because these technology, what you want to use, the so-called ultra modern technologies coming under metaverse, they require tremendous processing power. So when there is a processing power, increased processing power, automatically it will lead to great cost in terms of environment. That is to be understood. Clear? Now, threats from Facebook. See, now the Facebook CEO is thinking to change his company's name to Meta Platform Inc. Now you look at this in the challenges associated with the metaverse space. Threat is from Facebook. How? See, the role of Facebook in pushing all the violent and offensive content in order to increase user interaction is widely known. We all know that how much they push that, the platform push. So now, for example, if it is left unchecked, again, no monitoring is happening. So something similar can even happen in immersive virtual environment on a far bigger scale. So now threats are happening. And now changes, or let's say challenges to democracy. Now, we all know that as the number of the blockchain based decentralized autonomous organization is increasing day by day, this virtual world, what we are talking, for example, that is a metaverse space called as virtual world, they may one day become viable alternative to nation states. So now, India being one of the most important democracies of the entire globe, don't you think so? Even for us, it will be a huge challenge, because this metaverse will raise difficult concerns of jurisdiction and also governance. So this is important, guys, to be noted. We shouldn't give a space for this. So what we should do, try to overcome these challenges, find a possible solution or a way forward to eliminate one by one. Clear? Yes, Achindya, what step government should take to track data breaching through metaverse? See, data breaching can happen. I'm telling you, Achindya, you understand. That is the challenge associated. Yes, we need metaverse is cool, but can everyone access it for free like Facebook? Not everyone can afford Oculus VR. Exactly, you're true. See, if it is accessible to all, it will be easy. That is what it is said, that it should be open. But the challenges associated with metaverse is showing that it is what it is, leading to monopoly, which is leading to closed metaverse. So it cannot be accessible to you and me. You got the point. But we got to make it free. That is the that is the kind of challenge we are facing, and we have to remove that. You got the point. See why I told you the potential to know the benefit, and why I told you the challenge for you to understand. Okay, chalo, these are also there. These are the disadvantages. What we can do to overcome them. So we are not faced up with this challenge or issue again. You got the point. Clear? Actually, Oculus, you're true, Vineet. Not everyone can afford Oculus VR. That is a reality. But they're trying to make it affordable. In the solo process, they'll try to do it. That's a reality. So what is the way forward? I've just taken 2 points. 2 points. That is a huge paragraph. It is absolutely nonsense. So just 2 points I've taken. When you talk about the metaverse, regulators need to step in. You asked about the government now, Chintya. Here we go. Yes, the regulators have to step in right from the starting of the work on regulatory laws. So this monopoly concern, this challenge to democracy and other privacy issues will not come up, because they have been monitored regularly, and they have been under certain regulatory law concerns. Okay? And every time there is a need to follow precautionary rather than permissive approach. Prevention is better than cure. That will be the apt word I will use for the way forward here. You can even use that quotation also. Clear? This is what you should study from this particular article today, my young officers. Is it very clear, all of you? Is it fine, all of you? Perfect. Now, the next important article of the day is from the category social issues, a vital cog in Bongaingin's response to malnutrition. So, why are we studying this? Is very, very interesting. That is, along with social issues, we are also touching upon the economy perspective as well, I can tell you. So, what happened is, like recently, Project Sampurna, okay, that was successfully implemented in the Bongaigin district of Assam, that is a northeastern perspective. So, based on that, we are going to study this article. So, now it is based on the concept called as malnutrition, hunger, poverty, etc. So it's a wide concept, I can tell you. So based on Project Sampurna, which has happened in the, which has been implemented successfully in the district of Assam, this topic has been discussed. For that, you should know what is Project Sampurna, what are the aims, objective, why it was implemented, what are the concerns based on malnutrition, etc., etc. And holistically, the development of northeastern part of our country, India. Clear? And Assam is a very, very important northeastern state, I can tell you. Yes, Sachin, many phases of countries are facing food crisis, no doubt in that. It's a beautiful article. Okay, Ms. Lakshmi Priya has beautifully said it, guys. That is this Project Sampurna, when it was successfully implemented in the state of Assam, I can tell you they have successfully, reduced the child malnutrition, and I can tell you that it is a model that can be easily implemented anywhere. So, since Project Sampurna appears to be a success in the state of Assam, in the district called as Bognanium, they are saying, okay, why don't we adopt this Project Sampurna as a model, and any state can adopt it, and the issue of malnutrition, especially in the children, leading to all the issues, can be solved. So it's kind of appreciating this project, taking the example of the state of Assam in this particular article. Clear? At the same time, child nutrition, malnutrition, patriarchy, the hunger issues, the poverty issue, the portion abhiyan, what you have to overcome malnutrition issues, all these things are highlighted with the proper statistical data. So what I've done is I've even taken few extra points from the Press Information Bureau to give a very good static and current concept clarity on this topic as well. And you know who is Lakshmi Priya? She's not a professor or she's not a columnist or anything. She's an IAS officer. So tomorrow when you become an IAS officer, guys, she's an IAS officer of 2014 match. She's a medical doctor. She's a doctor. She's a doctor. She's a district collector in the district called as Bonglanium in Assam. Okay, she is a medical doctor who became an IAS officer of the 2014 batch. And she is a Malayali again. From my state she is. So I know her again. So she's a wonderful individual, I should tell you. So though she's elder to me also, for one of the sessions, I got an opportunity, to present as well, I can say. In one of the sessions offline, there under the guidance of one particular professor, then the other session was going on and addressing the crowd. When she was a beautiful person by heart, believe me, a very strong, woman out there who is very strong in her viewpoints and who make sure that things get done. So tomorrow, even if you become, IAS officers, who knows? Your articles will come up in the newspapers like this, and I'll be teaching again the new batches. That's a great moment for me, believe me. So yes, let's quickly have a look into this beautiful article. This is adding more, fire into the topic because it's given by an IAS officer. So you're all UPSC aspirant. So now when you learn this article, it is given by somebody who was an aspirant who stood an IAS officer. So that is giving an extra, encouragement to you. Chalo, this tomorrow you can also be in this place and give articles like this. Don't you think so? Yes. Anyways, so that's the speciality of this article. So here we go. Let's quickly have a look into what is Project Sampurna. When you talk about Project Sampurna, you should know the details of it. So I've taken few points from, PIB. So basically, this project called as Sampurna. Sampurna means what? Complete. You remember in the Plus platform, Unacademy's paid or Plus platform, I had a hit list course called as Prelims Sampurna Current Affairs MCQs. Sampurna matlab complete hai na? So when I saw the word Sampurna, this reminded me of that. Anyways, so now it is developed by the Bongaigaon District Administration of Assam, guys. Why? Because the main objective was to reduce or fight or combat malnutrition. At the same time, they had the goal of empowering mothers and raising healthy children. If you empower the mothers only, you can raise a healthy children. So now pregnant women, lactating mothers have to be focused. Otherwise, you cannot even think of raising healthy children. You know why? These children or kids, they are the future citizens of our country tomorrow who will contribute in the process of nation building. If they are unhealthy, if they are malnutrition, do you think their brains will work? Do you think they'll be able to contribute effectively? Definitely no. You got the whole point. So that is something this article is bringing out. Clear? So now under Project Sampurna, the initiative, I can tell you two numbers of 200 milliliter milk packets and 3 eggs per day, I'm telling, were provided weekly to the district total of 2,500 malnourished children. Because milk and eggs are proteins and this is what the children requires. This is what they used to do. In addition to this, they also took into consideration the mothers. 140 mothers of all these malnourished children now, they given 2 large and 4 little chicks to help them maintain their families. And gradually this is passed on to remaining mothers also to make sure that they are able to raise healthy children. Clear? So it's a systematically way they are focusing. That is, they are focusing on children, they are focusing on the mothers, the malnourished children, also the other mothers as well. So it is kind of getting viral in the district and at the end of the day, benefiting the entire state of Assam like anything. It's a micro project, I can tell you. Micro project, a decentralized project from the grassroots level. So what do you think could be the importance or significance of this project, Sampurna, guys? See, this project has resulted in the reduction in child malnutrition, and that too with an almost minimal financial commitment. So if you see, crores and crores of rupees was not spent on this project. They were very focused in planning the budget that they decided for spending on this project. And yes, it has resulted in reduction of the malnutrition of children at the minimal financial commitment. Very big achievement they have done. That's a great kudos for this project, Sampurna. Don't you think so? Yes, it is to be appreciated. Because in spite of spending huge and huge monies also, what is happening? Pata nahi kya hai wo ye hai na? Yes, Devendra, ma'am, please read some comments. Yes, yes, I'm reading it. What happened? Yes, Pradosh and the others. Okay. So now back to the class. So now this Sampurna project, okay, apart from that, the importance is that it is also an association or in line with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, the UNSDG, because their malnutrition, poverty, all these things have to be removed now. Along with that, it is also laid out by the UN Secretary General, Antonio Guterres, I can say, at the Food System Summit. So this kind of projects have gained international recognition also. So they even made a point that they are focusing on the need for resilient food system and also social protection. Food security is very important. At the same time, social protection is also important. So they're also focusing on twin objectives, I can say, and the under the same umbrella. Clear? Now, this is what this particular news is all about. In one single word, did you see this? It's a big article, but actually in 2 slides, I told you what is this project all about. It has been a success. Now, what is important for you people is you need to understand the other related projects as well based on malnutrition. So you shouldn't think that the government has not taken any initiative. This has been a success because of few reasons. And apart from this, from the PIB, I've taken few extra points for your understanding. So here we go. The other measures taken by Bongane district to reduce malnutrition before Project Sampurna is Poshan Abhin. So Poshan Abhin is actually for the entire India, I can tell. It's quite a famous one. Poshan Abhin 1 and Poshan 2. It's known as National Nutrition Mission. And since 2018, it was launched with the aim of tackling all the malnutrition problem which is prevalent in our country, India. For the entire country, I can say. Next is Project Saubhagya. Yes, Navneet, who is that? So Navneet, just forget about those people, the useless fellows. Just forget about that. You focus on the class. People will keep doing it because to distract their attentions. When somebody is intentionally poking and provoking, just they are not worth your time. And do not worry. If it was a special class, then and there I would have blocked. The YouTube is an open platform where any Tom, Dick, and Harry can come. So get ready to understand the fact, and this is called as your patient stuff. So just eliminate now. When you eliminate, that does the needful. If it is taking the next level, I'll take care of it. You don't worry. Okay. So do not worry at all. You just focus because I've seen this before. All these people are intentionally doing it, ma. Even what I said now, they don't deserve to listen to that. So just eliminate all those because you're all IS officers where you need to understand that people keep doing this to you to irritate your peace of mind, to test your patience. These are all stuffs which will enable you to be a strong individual. Just ignore as it is. You got the point? These are some small things for you to understand. Clear? So just leave it as such. It doesn't matter at all. Okay. Now, the next important measure, Project Saubhagya. So basically, Saubhagya scheme is a scheme which you know in the context of power, but this is something else. Okay, this is Project Saubhagya. This was designed to reduce the maternal mortality rate and infant mortality rate, MMR and IMR rate of the district. If you see, with regard to the district called as, Bongangin of Assam, the maternal mortality rate was high and also the infant mortality rate, number of children who die under 1 year of age and the number of mothers who die per 1 lakh live birth, and this is per 1,000 live birth. IMR is 1,000 and MMR is 1 lakh live birth. That was used. So basically, they want to reduce the rate as well. Clear? Yes, Amina, Devendra, and Zamir. See, acha bacha se, man, I have children. You know, my students are always good, so focused. That damn kudos here to all of you. Now, yes, Navneet, here we go. Now, what did they do actually? What did this particular project Sampurna do? If you see, yes, Chandrabahan, if you see, there are few challenges in addressing child nutrition. Don't you think so? One is health concern. Now, as I told you, the pregnant women or the mothers have also to be considered because once the baby is in the womb of the mother has to be highly fed with nutritious food. Otherwise, when the mother is giving birth, it doesn't make a sense at all. The child will never be nutritious. You got the point. Yes, Navneet, Indra Dhanush, yeah, that is, see, you are talking about the health perspective. Indra Dhanush, it's that, the health perspective of that, now. So Indra Dhanush scheme basically is a health mission of Government of India. It is by the Union Health Minister. It was launched way back in the year 2014, where it is not for mothers. Rather, it is a scheme which is seeking to drive towards 90% full immunization. I can tell you, immunization coverage of our country, India, and to sustain the same by the year 2020 was the objective. So it is coming under the health perspective generally. It is not just for the mothers as a whole. It's for the universal immunization program. Don't confuse it. That free vaccines and all, you can connect with COVID also. It's a vaccination stuff, free vaccines, immunization stuff. It is not with the mothers thing. Clear? Don't confuse Indra Dhanush with the scheme related to women or mothers. Clear? It is for immunization. Don't forget. Okay. Now, if you see, as far as child nutrition is concerned, that is, there is a very high risk factor for a high risk pregnancy, guys, which is anemia. Anemia is like you go completely blank, I can tell you, and that is usually nutritional as well. Next is vicious or continuous cycle of malnutrition. Now, a child who is malnourished, who doesn't have a proper intake of proteins or food or whatever, automatically he or she is growing into an unhealthy adolescent. Then anemic pregnant young woman who gives birth to again a low birth weight baby. This becomes vicious cycle. So the population is unhealthy. So they don't get anything productive out of it. Rather, it becomes a weak population. So from this scratch, you have to address the issues of child nutrition. People think that when a child is born, from the day one, if you take care, child will be fine. See, that is not the case. When a woman is carrying a child, when she is pregnant, the mother should be healthy enough to get pregnant, and she should take nutritious food. Otherwise, the child will be born will be in a very very bad condition. No matter you try to feed them with whatever, also initially that so-called lack of stuffs will lead to a lot of issues. Clear? Yes, Zamir, is anemia because of vitamin deficiency. Not only vitamin I and zinc, when nothing is there, you become like that. And anemia is also due to one thing, when you do not take proper required proteins and stuff. Some people in urban area, they take all the junk foods, French fries, that KFC, this shawarma, that, this, etc., etc. You think eating that will give them protein? Maybe chicken can give you protein, for example, but then the proper lack of proper diet and proper nutrients, zinc, iron content in your body now will make you anemic. And also improper diet, unhealthy lifestyles and diets also will make you anemic. Even if you are in the urban area, all this happens to you. Anemia is something which is also prevalent in urban part of our country because of the unhealthy lifestyles and lack of food intake on proper time and stuffs like that. Clear? Yes, now mainly the iron deficiency only and anemia happen. That is when the doctors also give you iron syrup, then eat lion dates and all they say, not lion dates, any dates you can have, but that's a common thing which they say. Next important challenge associated, or let's say challenge in addressing the factor or the issue called as child nutrition, social evils. That is patriarchy, guys, which is affecting the decision of mother in making pass, indirectly affecting the child nutrition levels and stuffs like that. Next is structural challenges. Now, there are district nutrition rehabilitation centers, and now they may contain, let's say, up to 20 beds, and they may take in 200 children with all the issues of severe long-term malnutrition on a monthly basis. But that is not feasible because the crowd over here who's been faced with the issue of malnutrition is huge. So that is something which need to be increased, I can say. So structural challenges have to be rectified. Otherwise, we will not be able to address the issue of child nutrition holistically. Clear? So what you can do for this? See, we have seen the issues of addressing the challenges of addressing child nutrition. What you can do for it is the next question. What you can do? The way forward, the buddy mothers model. What is BMM? Buddy mother. Buddy is friend of buddy mothers model. That is simple identification of the mother of a healthy child of the same Anganwadi center. Anganwadi center where children are brought in to start identifying the mother also of that healthy child and pairing her with the target mother. You have to start pairing her with the target mother who is unhealthy. So that is called as buddy mothers model. They become friends. So they kind of be able to exchange what they have been doing to make themselves healthy and all. It's a way in which you can, get them back, to the track of being healthy. Second is focus on local nutritional practice. Yeah, that is something which you need to do, like milk, egg, all these protein intake has to be done on a regular basis. Then women empowermental model, that is, see, the mothers have to be compulsorily empowered financially, because only then we can get the sustained or the expected results. I can tell you what you can do is you can push these women, especially in the rural areas, to become a part of the SHG, that is self-help group, under the National Rural Livelihood Mission. So they are getting an opportunity to earn income at the same time, make sure that nutrition is also being taken care of. Those associations enable them to be a little cautious about their health and other perspectives, and at the same time they'll be financially stable as well, which will enable them to buy the proper nutritious food and consume. Clear? Now, this is what this article is all about. We are done with the article. So are you all ready for a little of extra information? Yes, you should be. So here we go, guys, based on the article of discussion today. Okay, some of the few extra additional information which you should know as a UPSC aspirant from the analysis. What I did is, here we go. There is something called as SAM. What is SAM? Because did you see something here? That is, because of structural challenges in addressing child nutrition, if you're not able to properly manage, the ones who are treated youngster will also revert to a severe acute malnutrition condition. There is something called as malnutrition, acute malnutrition, severe acute malnutrition, the highest stage of that. So malnutrition is understandable. Acute means long term. What is severe acute malnutrition? That is something worse, right? So let me tell you the difference of what is acute and severe acute malnutrition. So that is additional information. What is SAM? See, according to World Health Organization, they have defined severe acute malnutrition as low weight for height ratio. Or let's say the weight will be less, height will be the mismatch of height and weight, stunt growth, waist growth and all. That is 5-year-old child will look like a 2-year-old kid. You understand? Or when they are 7 years, they look like 4 years. And or you can like something like that. And at the same time, severe acute malnutrition is also a mid upper arm circumference of less than 115 mm, or the presence of nutritional edema. So this is what is called as severe acute malnutrition. Clear? And because of the very weaker immune system that these children have, you know what happens? The children with the severe acute malnutrition, they are 9 times more likely to die in the event of illness. For example, if some illness like fever or something comes to these children, it's not 1 or 2%. 9 times more likely they are to die, guys, if they fall get sick, or if they fall ill or something. So their longevity is getting affected. And if you see, this is very pathetic to know. Okay, some factual data. You tell me which could be the states which could have the maximum number of severe acute malnutrition. People will say Bihar, and people will say Rajasthan and all. ऐसा नहीं है. The biggest state, UP, Uttar Pradesh, they are number 1 state for having the maximum number of severe acute malnutrition children, followed by Bihar. Around 3 lakh, the number goes in UP, and around 2,70,000 in Bihar. That is to be considered. Clear? Because we never expect UP to come first. We think Bihar, we think Jharkhand, we are not even Jharkhand, Rajasthan, like that we think. But it's UP that ranks number 1, guys. Now, what do you think, guys, apart from all this? I could see somebody in the class telling regarding the ICDS. Yes, Soham has said Integrated Child Development Service. Yeah, that is true, Soham. These are all coming under extra information. So now, to tackle malnutrition, government has taken some important schemes. What are they? One is ICDS. That's a scheme, guys, which began way back in the year 1975. So basically, under the scheme, what they do is they'll provide food, preschool education, primary health care, vaccination, health checkup, and also referral service to children. That too, they will give for the children who are under the age of 6 and to their mothers. There is a category of aging as well for this scheme. Similarly, food is very important. Lack of availability of food has led to all this issue. So food insecurity is a very big issue. So now to tackle that, food security should be there. So the NFSA Act was put forward in the year 2013, the National Food Security Act, basically to promote our food and nutrition security, exclusively for the most disadvantaged, or let's say the vulnerable or poor people. For that, they have to establish a legal right to food through the accompanying schemes and programs. That is also another important government scheme that they have taken to address what? The issue of malnutrition. Clear? So I'm just highlighting all the schemes, so you can just go through. Clear? Next is MDM. What is MDM? Midday meal program. So now if you see this midday meal program, that is a beautiful thing introduced by, who did it? Kamaraj, right? Even the Tamil Nadu government did that, I can tell you. Yes, so midday meal is another thing. That's just this is attempting to increase school children nutrition status. It has a direct and beneficial influence on enrollment, retention, attendance, which means that in the schools when meals are provided, people think only one time lunch is provided. Morning and evening also they provide. Okay. So when food is given in the school, the gross enrollment ratio, GER, gross enrollment ratio will increase. The number of children enrolling in school because they're coming for the food perspective. They're getting nutritious food at the same time. They're also getting information. They're forced to study. So the education status, their improvement, the enrollment ratios, the nutrition perspective, it's kind of a complete holistic development takes place. So this particular midday meal program is not a joke. It has multiple twin objectives associated with this. Clear? Next is Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandan Yojana. So under this, if you see 60,000, okay, 60, sorry, not 60,000, rupees 6,000 is given directly to the bank accounts of the pregnant women. Why? Because to make sure that institutional deliveries are promoted. Because you know that people, even today, if you go to Delhi, being the so-called metro city, under the flyovers, you can see ladies giving birth. Very unhygienic environment because you do not have money to afford to the private hospitals, and even public hospitals, that will be full enough. So now, under Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, and also in rural homes, many people prefer the traditional practice of giving birth at home. See, the lifestyle has changed, the fooding has changed, the climate has changed. So we need to get ourselves accustomed to all these practices, due to which the government is saying that these pregnant women, they have to be motivated to give birth or delivery in the hospitals, or let's say institutional delivery. So for that, we're encouraging them. It's a DBT, direct benefit transfer, where 6,000 will be given to the bank accounts of all these pregnant women. So they're motivated, or let's say promoted, or they're getting incentive to go for a proper delivery facility. Clear? That is beneficial for the mother as well as the upcoming child also. Clear? Is it clear? Perfect. So this is what you should study from this particular article, my young officers. These two articles, I hope I've given you the extra points as well to study. So it's crystal clear for all of you. Clear? So that's all for the day. And now, today is very important day, guys. There are few important, other important editorial articles as well. So let me quickly take you to that particular article as well. The other important editorial article as whole. Clear? It's time to engage in lawfare. What is that? That is what happened was like a country India. Recently, we failed to fully appreciate the usage of all the international laws that we have as a mean to advance in our national security interest. Based on that, the misuse that we did, sorry, the misses that we did, what are the loopholes that we had, what happened to us, all these things are mentioned here. Clear? So that is, I'll quickly tell you what this is, all about. Now, the military experts, international relation academics, and also practitioners, okay, they were talking, or let's say they were having a debate regarding the global securities in our country, India. So now the international lawyers, I can tell you they're rarely absent in all these debates. When such kind of debates with regard to the security is going, or security perspective is going for our country, India, why there was an absence of the international lawyers? That was a question which was, asked. And today, if you see this international law, I can tell you they cover a wide range of security issues, and that starts from terrorism to the maritime security. And if you connect this to the polity perspective, Article 1 of the UN Charter, they even recognize what maintenance of international peace and security as a principal objective of UN. In spite of that, many times in such kind of debates, international law is not take a part of it. So that was being criticized. Clear? And in recent times, what happened was like several instances which demonstrated or showed the failure of a country, India, to use international law-friendly vocabulary to articulate our security interest was also pointed out. So that was something which we missed out, and those misses were highlighted. Clear? In the year 2019 February, the India struck the terror camps in Pakistan, and that was not properly projected. Those kind of stuffs were brought in to criticize the country India as such. Clear? That Pulwana attack, about that, what happened after the attack, all these things were brought in. Regarding the Rohingya refugees, the third paragraph talks about the Rohingya refugees, I can tell you. Then, all these are having a great threat on the security perspective. So I can tell you that national security is one of the exceptions to the non-refoulement principle in the national refugee law. So multiple things were brought in like that. Clear? That is to get India back to track and to make sure we are engaging more in the lawfare. I can tell you that if you want to mainstream the international law in the foreign policy making, then our country India should definitely invest massively in building its capacity, our capacity in international law. Otherwise, all the security issues will not be addressed properly. So this is just a point to be on. This is just a news for you to know, because I didn't want to leave it. This is also important, not that important compared to the articles what I've taught you, but I didn't want you to miss it out. So please go through this as well, because n number of discussions based on Rohingya refugees, based on terrorism, based on UN security perspective, maritime issues, I have discussed with you people. So I think that would do the needful as well. Continuously doing will be a repetition. That is why I did not want to do it. Clear? So these are the important articles that you have to understand for today. And now here we have the mains answer writing practice. So it's time for us to what? Do a little bit of practice in the answer writing perspective, guys. And here we go. The question is, India has failed to fully appreciate the usage of international law as a means to advance the national security interest. Do you agree? Justify. Talk about the Rohingya crisis, talk about the Pulwana attack, what happened that time and what happened after that. What about the MFN, the most favored nations relationship? Because of that, India-Pakistan perspective, so many things you can write. Clear? So you get a lot of point to, criticize as well, I can tell you, because the article is based on that. Next is Project Sampurna. So that is a success in reducing child malnutrition. That is a model that can be implemented anywhere. So discuss on this. Talk about what is Project Sampurna, how was it successful, so what are the related options based on child nutrition or malnutrition, and do you think implementing this in other states will lead to success? If so, how? So then we can take it to the next level, like how the Poshan Abhiyan or let's say Project Saubhagya has been taken for the entire country to reduce the issue of malnutrition. You can actually jot down all these points and do a beautiful article, I can tell you. Yes, Kaushik, join the session right now. How much of this time of discussion is left? Kaushik, it is an 8:30 to 9:30 session. But today, because of the current fluctuations and the flood issues here in Chennai, I had to start by 10:30. But daily you come at 8:30, Monday to Friday, for the daily night editorial analysis. There is a playlist of my videos available. I'll share it to you shortly. So you can, go through that as well. Clear? Is it clear, all of you? Perfect. So that's all for the day. Any doubts, any queries, feel free to get in touch with me. And once again, guys, reminding you regarding the special week prize. What's it? The compo. You can just go through, click on the links of the subscription. I have already sent it across to you. Grab the opportunity, not just for discounts, but also to come under the personal mentoring program of mine. Keep one thing in mind. Free class or paid class called as Plus Class of Unacademy. The code for getting access is Nisha IAS Live. Come and study to become an IAS officer with me, and that is Nisha IAS Live. Clear? Perfect. So did you enjoy today's class, guys? If so, before leaving the class, don't forget to like, share, and put your valuable feedbacks in the comment box based on how the class was. Did you really find a difference between regular analysis and my class analysis? And after doing the analysis in a UPSC manner, were you able to read and understand the article more efficiently? All these things you can go through. Clear? Devendra, timing is 8:30 to 9:30 on a daily basis. Today, because of fluctuations, I had to postpone a little bit later. 8:30 to 9:30. And every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we have fundamentals of economy classes happening in the Unacademy UPSC English channel, called as Namma as Academy before. You can even come there for the fundamentals of economy class. And very soon, I'm planning for a marathon series, guys. Exclusive special edition series. Do watch that as well. It will be on YouTube only. Okay, I'll even be doing a marathon on the monthly current affairs. Okay, monthly current affairs marathon I'll be doing, not editorials, only the current affairs. So don't forget it. So yes, thank you so much, my young officers. Have a great night. Make sure that you memorize whatever you study, and revise them tomorrow. See you all soon. Shubh Ratri. Jai Hind.